ya. Walk on my way, I'ma score it. Lamborghini, I don't want no Porsches. I'm on fire, don't touch me, I'm tortured. Had the fist on my teeth, I went fortunate. Put the time on my back, I'm a horseman. One more year, I'ma make it a Forbes. They load me in the bay like he 40. I be sitting inside of the Moreland. Ain't no screens attached, keeping it cordless. She keep calling, but I keep ignoring it. Ain't no stopping, I'm keeping it forwarding it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me long, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different, here we go. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me long.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Green Bay Packers. This is taken about 7 yards deep and no run back. Back here, this will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball at the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
319.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
That's fine, yeah.
On second down, here's Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Zoom.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Bortles going to try and throw on third down. Sharp's got it left side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Zoom.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Zoom.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. The tackle there by John Johnson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Now he steps away. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now it's Rodgers. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They pitch it out to Montgomery. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Going up top. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They begin with a run by Fournette. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Lucy.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Let's go. It's all right. Green 80. Move.
Throwing is Bortles. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Lucy. Lucy. 11B. Lucy.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags' first down.
Here we go.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
11B. Lucy.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. That is caught. It's Perriman. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
11B.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Omaha.
Here's a give to Fournette. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
4 down. Zone.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
I'll go over here. Jump out.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to dump that out to his running back, Montgomery. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Zone.
Rodgers to throw once more. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Rodgers again now. And his throw here's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Throwing now is Rodgers. Dancing to his left. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Fournette, a first down carry. Fournette fighting through. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Bortles now on first down. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. The good pickup there at 22. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On first down, Rodgers. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And Graham's got it over the middle. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
That's fine now. Oko, over here. Move it, boys, move it. Box it, box it, box it, box it. Hey, check 26. Hey, Lex.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Yeah, Liz. Jumbo! Yeah, Liz.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Shifts by him. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. The pitch to Fournette. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Lucy. 11.
Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man Hilton. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Lucy, Lucy, Lucy. Throw left, throw left. 372. Omaha, Omaha, Omaha.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go, here we go. Nice 39, Lucy. 372.
On second down, here's Bortles. Flush to his right. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues, and the chains move again. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back now at Lambeau. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Let's go, let's go. Hank. 11B. Hank.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A handoff to Fournette. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
380. Move. Lucy.
They'll run with Chubb. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
They come out here in the eye. They give it to him running left, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give him a gain of 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Let's go, come on.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they're talking about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A good pickup there, a 22. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Being chased out left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And this is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Ty Montgomery hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, 54, Ricky. Move. Lucy.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Rodgers hands to Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Zoom. 319. Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26.
Now Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
And Crosby puts it through, and with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Green 80. Control that. 372.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Green Bay, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with it. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving them. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a six by the morning, I got on a meat, no pneumonia, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture, you got the picture me, Pacific ice, I'm an ocean, ready for war like I'm Russian, ladies should never the luggage, my diamonds they tussling, my neck and my belly on. They calling for me and they, you want me like me and I look, yeah, her Rex on her, yeah, B-Rex better calm down, yeah, if you go around, come around, yeah, whole squad, yeah, squad goes on me, yeah, make some orange gel on my toes, yeah, Farrakhan glass for the chosen, yeah, you can go and get mad, jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you, my shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too, dripping my swag. I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving them. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a six by the morning, I got on a meat, no pneumonia, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture.
You got a picture me. Send me calling, ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Body goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I send a new Bay alert, gon' be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this.